This is the Fox 11 Morning News.
All right, Rick, thank you. 548. Remember
you said thank you. You just said thank you.
I did say thank you. Remember when people used to say things like thank you, please, may I?
Are we asking too much, Tony?
It's been a while, though.
Right? Are we asking too much?
I don't know.
How about kids? Do your kids say thank you and please and all that? Joining us right now is Elise McVeigh, a manners expert, a columnist for Parents Magazine. And Elise, I'm here to say I don't think kids do that anymore.
Is it a lost art, Elise? And thank you for joining us this morning.
Thanks. Well, thanks for having me. It is. A recent survey says that Americans feel like people are ruder than they were 20 years ago. And as an etiquette expert, I've had thousands of kids go through my manners classes, and I have 3 kids myself. And I can tell you, kids are not as polite as they used to be.
Elise, I really think, though, that they're a reflection of what mom and dad are doing. And I think the adults are kind of rude these days, too.
Yes, I agree with you with that. We've lost several generations, I think, of having good manners. But you know what? The good thing is there are a lot of things out there that can really help kids with their manners.
Okay, so what can we do to improve things?
You're there on your throne. Please explain. what is with a scene?
Okay. Well, something I've discovered in teaching classes and having my own kids is you have to make it fun and engaging. So, for example, a lot of little girls go through a princess phase, and that's something that you can really capitalize. Right now, Barbie, for example, has a DVD called Barbie's Princess Charm School, and it just really grabs a girl's attention, and it just shows, there's a princess in every girl, and it shows confidence and poise, and there are dolls that go with it, and you could play with your daughter and have the dolls talk to each other using their good manners. But just things like that can just really engage a child and can make it fun.
All right, so you also give lessons here in play settings. Of course, you are a paid spokesperson for this whole Barbie setup. But again, play settings and how to dine at the table correctly.
Yes, that's so important. You really need to sit down as a family and use good manners. So something I love to use is a placemat that has all the utensils and everything in place. And so if your child can set the table for you every night, which is so helpful, and good manners to be helpful to you, then they will quickly memorize how to do it, and they'll do it on their own. And when you're at the dinner table, make sure that you're having appropriate conversations, talking about the important part of your day. All those things will really help your child with their manners.
Yeah, and you're bonding with your child as well.
And speaking of talking to your child, how about talking on your cell phones? How can you get people not to do that when they're not supposed to do it?
Like at the dinner table.
Yes, that's on the rise. I've read another survey that said people are just really upset with all the, mobile phone and technology etiquette. You do, make sure that mom and dad put the cell phone away. I always tell my family, it goes, if I get a phone call, I just ignore it. That's something that you really need to hit home with your kids and with your spouse as well.
You lead
Barbie
by
would
example.
not have her cell phone at the table, so.
Sure.
Yes,
all right.
Lead by example.
Elise, thank you so much for joining us and classing up the show a little bit. We appreciate it.
Elise, it was a pleasure.
And thanks. And do you know what, for more... Well, thank you. Well, for more tips, you can go to MsMcVeighsManners.com and Barbie.com.
All right, she got the plug in. All right.
Wonderful weekend, Elise.
Thanks, Elise.
Thank you.
551.